Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. On today's video, we are talking about, is the Dominican Republic dead or alive? What do I mean with that? Well, that's what we got it because I've seen videos and also in the comment section when we see people that are living here in the country, living, so exploring other places. And for that reason, I also received consultations where people ask me if the Dominican Republic is still a good place to visit or live. So we decided to make this video and talk about this subject. And let me ask myself first, is the Dominican Republic dead or alive? Well, I would say it depends on the person. And I would say for some people it's dead or it's dying, and for some people it's still very much alive. So I'm gonna let my husband come in and then I will give my opinion. So what do you think?
I agree with you. I think for a certain type of traveler that it's dead, Dominican Republic is dead. And for other types of travelers that is very much alive. And like you said, we see videos and we see comments where, where people saying they want to, they're testing out other countries or they're moving from Dominican Republic to other countries, which, I think I don't have any problem with it. I don't see anything wrong with it. But what happens is that when the consultations you do, people ask you, why, is it still a good place to come because they see these videos and they see these comments. So that's why, like you said, we decided to make the video. So you probably ask yourself, what do you mean when you say a certain type of traveler? And what I mean is travelers who come to Dominican Republic just to enjoy and exploit the women. I personally feel, like I said, this is my opinion, I personally feel that the Dominican Republic is dead for people who come just for that. What do you think?
So yes, I share the same opinion that you have, and is it because there are people that go to places just because they like women. If they like the women over there, that place they go. And if that's the only reason that you go, sooner or later that place is gonna be dead for you. Because places countries, like there were countries and areas where the women eating used to be like that, they surely, slowly but surely are getting in there. And that is probably technology, the world is changing. It's so many reasons why things are not the same anymore. And in some places, things aren't like that yet, but slowly they are getting in there. So if that's the only reason that you have to go to a place and leave and move, every place you go, or pretty much most places you go, they are gonna be dead for you.
So yeah, I agree. And this is just not exclusive to Dominican Republic. This is, all these countries you go to or the countries you go to just to enjoy the women. I personally feel these women got your number. When you think about what people say or the stories you hear about the women here in Dominican Republic, they're trying to, they're trying to set you up and, get more money out of you, the police involved and things like that. And not to mention, we already see what's happening in Colombia. Me and you watch, what's going on in Colombia. I mean, they leaving you and you ain't breathing. When they walk away from you, you ain't breathing over there. And listen, don't let them fool you. It's happening in Thailand. It's happening in the Philippines. I watched the videos, and I'm telling you, the women are the same thing the women are doing that they're saying the women doing here. They're doing over there too. There's no different. They're all looking at you not as a tourist, not as an American. They're looking at you as a lick, just a straight lick. They're not caring about anything else but what they can get out of you. We seen what's the video, the last video we watched about the Philippines, and we were sitting there, the guy was going down a list of things that, women do. And it's the same list that you hear people say that the women do over here. So, and this was in the Philippines. So, it's not just Dominican Republic. It's all these countries where these women have gotten it figured out that you guys are coming over there. And when I say you guys, I'm not saying everybody. And then one thing I want to be clear too is that, traveling somewhere, just to enjoy, I wouldn't say enjoy women, but to appreciate the women, to appreciate them, there's nothing wrong with that. But to explore them, I think that, at some point that, that's when it becomes I think that's where it becomes a problem when you start exploiting them. And if that is your only reason to move around and travel is because you want to go somewhere just to, exploit the women rather than just appreciate them. The only thing come with trying to do that is a whole bunch of problems.
One problem behind another problem. This problem, then the problem. First, it start with the money problem, then some other problems. So, yeah.
Yeah, guys, you got to think about it. Remember, because you hear people, I see videos and I hear people say, well, the police involved. You got to be careful because they got the police and they do this and the police are, the girls had the police, on their side along in with the game. I mean, what do you expect? It's like the movie Harlem Nights. Remember in Harlem Nights where Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy, they were all, they was running their little juke joint, and they were really gambling, but they was doing it in a way where, they were gambling, but they made it seem like they really wasn't gambling, but they were gambling. But it was set up as a nightclub. But what happened? The police came in and they said, "Oh, I know what you're doing," and what you're doing is you're exploiting the situation that you got, and you're making money off of it. You're profiting. And so what they did, he said, well, if you want to continue to run it, here's what you got to do. You got to pay me. You got to pay me. And that's what the police told them. If you're not gonna give me no cut, then we're gonna shut you down. And that's the same thing how this work here, man. What you gotta understand is, regardless of whether it's legal or not, the problem is it's not honorable. And so when you're playing in the mud, which is what that is, you're gonna get some mud on you. It's problems that come with that. So it's rightfully so. If I'm a police officer, and I'm not saying it's right, guy, but come on, man, you guys, I mean,
that's a game.
It's a game. I'm from that. I understand this. If you a police officer and you see somebody from another country coming into your country exploiting your women, first of all, they don't look at you as you like some type of. They don't look at you as a person with any type of values. You're just going over here, sleeping with really the lowest form of their women. I mean, it's sad to say, you know what I'm saying? So what do you think they're gonna do? Hey, if this what they do, let's play a game with them then. And that's what's happening, man. They playing a game with you guys, and y'all don't even see it. Well, y'all see it. Well, some of you do, some of you don't. And then when you get the mud slung on you because you're playing in a pig pen, you want to get on camera and you want to cry about it. And I'm not saying that this is happening that every situation that comes about that this is an issue. Yeah, there are some situations that are real where we know that women try to get over whatever. But a lot of these situations, man, is caused on because you guys are playing in the mud, and then you get mad when they sling mud on you.
Mm-hmm. So yes, I think that whole make a whole lot of sense. Like I said, that is a game. I mean, if people think of it, they already figure you out too. So they say, okay, you come over here to do this. We need to get a cut out of that too. So right. We need to get something out of it too. That's why everybody's playing the game. Right.
Because you ain't finna tell me if you was of that mindset, and I ain't saying that people are. You looking at yourself as probably being a decent person, but everybody ain't decent and everybody don't think like you. But I know some dudes in the hood that if somebody came over to their hood doing that, they looking at them like a lick too, man. Come on, you got partners and people like that. So don't act like it's just it's wow and I can't believe it happened. No, man, it's what you're doing is not honorable. You're playing in the mud, and you're gonna get some mud on you. So when you get mud on you, I mean, you can't be upset about it. So yeah, in terms of is it dead? I think for that type of traveler is dead. Of course, you're gonna have some people that slip through the cracks and they can go untouched and unfazed. Hey, that just happens too. And I'll say this so we don't continue to beat this dead horse. Because, that form of behavior has been around since the beginning of time. We all know that. So it's not going anywhere. So I'm not saying that, and that people are not going to participate in it, because they will. But if you're going to participate in it, you need to figure out how you can do it in some type of environment that's controlled. Brothels where is more controlled. Remember back in the day, Dolly Parton, the best little whorehouse in Texas. You know what I'm saying? It's more controlled, where there's the possibility of problems are slightly less than you going out here on a random corner, picking some random person, and then expecting that it all is just gonna go fine each and every time. So, like I say, I'm just thinking, what I'm saying, I ain't never been in no brothel, but it seems like it's more controlled. But I know that it's a lot of risk when you're picking somebody randomly off the street. I think the risk is higher than if you had someone that was controlled. But again, I'm not trying to promote any of this stuff, but I just think that if that's what you want to do, then I would say do it that way than the other way.
Yeah. I pretty much agree. And that for those people, that's what we believe, that it plays a date for some of these people. And it's no, and I'm not gonna say it's all about female, because it can happen that also you move to a place, is something else happening to you, let's say as a business, why you're trying to have a business, you couldn't get it up because too much thing going on. It can be another reason, but majority of the reason that we see, that we hear, and then we also get questioning is most like around females.
Right.
Most of it. It can be other cases, like I said, I'm not gonna say everything is about that, but most of it are. And for those people, a place can be dead. If it's something happened to you that you don't want to keep dealing with and you got tired, probably that place is pretty much dead for you and you're going to move on, which is fine. And
but that's a good point, though. That's a good point. You're right. It's not always all about women that can make a place dead for you, because you're right. But most of the time it is centered around women that you see and hear as to why people are, trying to moving on or trying to check out other places. But you're right. Sometimes the economy is not right for a particular business, that it may be dead for you from a business standpoint or something like that. Or, some people, it may be dead for you because it's too hot over here.
It's
you know
too
what I'm
hot
saying?
for some other people. Sometimes the prices is too high, like cost of living, the
inflation,
right?
Yeah. Things going up, so it may be dead from that standpoint. So yeah, there are other reasons. That's good. I'm glad you brought that up. But of course, we all know that the majority of the reason
is around that, because we hear
women.
it, we make the comment, and everything that people are mentioning is most of it around female.
Right.
So for who people, Dominican Republic is still pretty much alive.
Me, it's alive for me.
For me, it's always gonna be alive. I was born here.
It's alive for me. Get my eyes on hard, man. Listen.
You keep mentioning that your eyes on hard in every video.
Not every video.
Yeah, every video that you are with me.
When last time I told you I got my eyes on her?
But no, last time that we make a video, that we was talking about the street, you said you go here and here in Lincoln.
Right. Yeah, but I recently just came from somewhere and I had, National. I told you yesterday, National.
Yeah.
Oh, man. 7 o'clock, National. Tear dentist, man, listen. Eyes on hard.
It can be used some time and places, but it can be in the north. Every time that same place gonna have that going on. It's just certain days. I mean, you just have to. It's pretty much when you go out here, especially on weekdays, where a lot of people is out working, and then when they get off work, they in a lot of places they be walking on the street, taking the metro, they be in supermarkets. Sometimes they be in bars to hear people after work. Sometimes go to bars. So it's pretty much in the city. It is here. Pretty much any day. And different places, so that's why every time he goes somewhere, he gets his eyes on her.
Yeah, but let's get back to the video. Yeah,
let's get back to the video. So, besides you, you already told us it make you happy to be here.
Right.
So, what other people have pretty much Dominican Republic is like?
I think it's alive for the people who come over here to enjoy the culture. Enjoy, the experience, embrace the differences and things like that. I think that it's alive for those type of people. People who have who come over here who have families already that want to move over here, I think Dominican Republic is alive for people like that. People, even retired people. If you're retired and what you want to do is you just want to enjoy yourself. If your goal is just, hey man, I just want to be somewhere different. I just want to enjoy myself, and it's not focused on just even not just women, but just one thing, just this one thing that you have to have besides, you know what I'm saying, besides your peace. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you look, if your main goal is for peace, then I think you can find it here. You know what I'm saying? Depending on the type of person you are. You know what I'm saying? I know some people say, man, you can't find no peace over there. People, always begging and this and that. Well, it just depends on where you are. You know what I'm saying? It depends on, your lifestyle, how you live. But I think for people who are looking for something different,
for other experiences.
Exactly.
Other experiences, or people that are looking for other experiences is pretty much alive. I hear a lot of time, again, every day, always when we talk about it, because we hear people talking. I mean, sometimes when you, to resolve a problem, you just have to sit down and listen to what other people have to say. I learned that in Short Tank, that we used to watch that. And that's how you come up with a good problem. But yeah, it is true. When you sit down and just listen to people so you know when it's a problem or what is a solution. And we usually hear people saying, oh, I enjoy going over there. It was my first time going over there this year. I'm coming back pretty soon. Oh, I feel like home. I'm coming back pretty soon. Oh, I went over there. I went to the campo. I have such a good time. I have a friend. I was around their family. I couldn't understand anything because I don't know the language, but I enjoy it. So it's different type of traveler or people that go looking for different things. That's what pretty much a place gonna be alive for you or no, or you're gonna enjoy that place beside any specific thing. Like sometimes when you are there just for one specific thing, and
regardless of
what it is, business, weather, female, when the only thing don't go right, then that place is pretty much dead for you. But if you go for different reasons, like to learn something new, to enjoy the place, to go, and the type of return that you're going to have is different, and then you will be able to appreciate it better.
Right, I agree. And one thing I think too, to help people appreciate it, man, if you just come over here and try to stay busy, try to do things like, join the gym, take, dancing classes, you don't have to have a job, but find something that keeps you busy. And I think a lot of the times people who have these issues, man, only thing they're busy doing is doing this. Their arm is staying busy. Drinking, run their mouth, talking, enjoying, which is nothing wrong with that. But if every day of your life consists of you just waking up in the morning, drinking, talking to your partners and dealing with women, at some point that gets old, man. That gets old. But when you start involving yourself in different activities, start getting around different people, things that challenge your mind, you can have a good time. But I would bet that people who have these issues are not busy most of the time. Like us, we work. We're not over here retired, so we don't find ourselves with just a whole bunch of leisure time. You know what I'm saying? A whole bunch of leisure. Of course, we do have time that we enjoy ourselves. And the thing is we make that time to enjoy ourselves, because we want to stay working. We can work, but we make that we have control of our schedule. But a lot of times people just have all this time from the time they wake up at 10 o'clock in the morning to the time they go to sleep at 12 o'clock at night, midnight. They ain't really been doing nothing. They're not doing anything. You know what I'm saying? So try to stay busy. You know what I'm saying? Not busy to where you feel like you're obligated to do something, but busy to where you're enjoying the things that you're doing. So is there another type of traveler you think that would think that it's alive over here?
Well, what I think is pretty much based on those two that we mentioned, is one like the one would say is they pretty much for the people that come just to enjoy women. But with that, I'm not saying that probably single guys or single person cannot come over here because it can be dead. Because we also know people and guys, especially guys that come over here, can come 5, 6 times. I mean 4 times a year. And they just deal sometimes with one person. They come over here, they have that person. I don't know if it's their girlfriend or not, or somebody they just deal with it when they come. I don't care because that is not my business. But they come, they enjoy the country, they be over here, they be over there, and also go out with those the female. Like people that come to enjoy the country because they like to be over here and they go out, they have friends, enjoy going to the club, and then who knows, once out in a while they meet somebody that they just go out with them, they stay over. I mean, who knows? But those people are not here just strictly to come and meet women. They're here to enjoy the country, enjoy the thing, and in a way there is the women because men like women, women like men. Right. So that's gonna happen in some point. But they are not strictly for that. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Pretty much for the guys that come for that, and then when something goes wrong, that is when the place is dead. And then it's the other people which enjoy a lot of things of the country. For those people, the place is pretty much alive. Right. I think it's just pretty much these two, but in those two, it's a lot of things that can go around in those two kind of people, right. Or travelers, let's say.
Yep. I agree that, you come over here, you meet friends, meet a girl, and, you go out, you guys have fun, and, you end up getting lucky, man. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, that happens in the United States. That happens here with Dominicans, you know what I'm saying? So there's nothing wrong with that. But like you say, if your main focus is just to do that, that's where it becomes a problem and it becomes dead. But like you said, we know people who come over here who have just one person that they deal with, or they have a group of friends that they hang out with, and they just have a good time. And like you say, man, when you go with the flow, you just never know. But the main purpose is to enjoy themselves. And if you're here to enjoy yourself, the results, it may take longer than if you just, you pulling out your wallet and paying for it, but you have a much better experience.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So do you have something else to say? Because I don't have anything else to say.
No, I don't have nothing to say besides we're going to offend somebody.
But that's gonna happen anyway, all the time. When you do video, you give your opinion, then you're gonna find somebody that didn't like what you say. And we ain't focused on those people right now. We're focused on the thing that we see, we are talking about based on that. Whoever gets offended or wanna give his opinion, we're here to listen.
And let me say this, I think that if you listen to us with an open mind, or if they've been watching you for a while, your stance is not to offend people. Our stance is not to offend people. And it's really just to, kind of give you advice and tell you our experience. So if you listen to us with an open mind, then you're going to get the message. If you listen to us because you're trying to find out how you can get offended, then, you're going to always be offended. So at the end of the day, none of our videos are made for us to offend people. That's not what we're trying to do. You know what I'm saying?
What is so crazy about it is that sometimes you just make an example that you ain't even talking about that specific subject or that kind of people. You just make an example about what is different from here and there, and people immediately take it as like, I'm talking about this, which I don't care. Whoever you want to be. I don't care because that's you. Right. If that's what you want to do, that's you. But when you pick one thing, make an example, then you just...
Right.
They just make it all out of context. But this is all what we have right now. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and also share. And I will see you in my next one. Bye.
Peace.